Hey, what's up guys? Gains with Gertz here. I want to talk to you about the shoulder real quick. So maybe you're having trouble getting overhead, right? What do I mean by overhead? Well, check it out. Got my back against the wall, head's against the wall. I've got my belly button tucked in, and I'm gonna reach with my thumbs forward, elbows extended, up towards the wall, and see if I can touch that wall with my thumbs. Now, if I feel any type of restriction, okay, or if I get here and in order to keep going, I have to let my low back come off the wall and flare my rib cage, as I call it, then I probably have some sort of joint mobilization issue at my shoulder, okay? Now, there's a lot of different things that can go on there, and I encourage you to go see a professional, a strength and conditioning coach, a PT, somebody who has experience working with anatomy and physiology to figure that out. But I do want to show you an exercise. If you're struggling to get overhead, I really shouldn't be doing any overhead pressing, okay? Maybe you're trying to build your shoulder muscles. Maybe you're trying to get more strong. I don't know. But here's what I do know is that there's a lot of pressing movements that involve you being overhead in that position with load. Now, we never want to add load to dysfunction. So if you're compensating and you're not able to get overhead, keeping your glutes tucked and your spine in a good position, spinal neutrality, then you don't need to be doing those movements, because I'll tell you, you're compensating with other parts of either your spine or your shoulders to get into that position. You're either flaring your ribs so you can get overhead, okay, or you are losing lumbar integrity and hyperextending your lumbar in order to get there. So there's a lot of different things that can go on. Human movement's complicated, but I can tell you is that you need to address any joint mobilization issues you have at the shoulder, because the shoulder is one of the joints in the body with the highest range of motion, meaning it can move in so many different planes. So what do? Well, here's a wall slide. I'm going to put this foam roller into the wall. Okay, Eric Cressy got famous for this. He's an individual that trains a lot of professional baseball players. I learned this at one of his certs. Thanks, Eric, for putting out so much good information. But with this wall slide exercise, I'm going to push my forearms into the wall and reach upwards. Now, you're probably asking yourself, why would I do that? Well, the serratus anterior is a muscle right here. It's that finger-like muscle in the rib cage. You guys have seen the movie 300, then you know what I'm talking about. With all the yoked-up gladiators that are super shredded, and they have those three little finger-like muscles there on the ribs. That helps you get into this position overhead. Okay? It helps upwardly rotate the scapula. Okay? It pulls it around the rib cage. This exercise, this wall slide with the foam roller, what it does is you're training your serratus anterior. So I can push into the foam roller round, okay, at my T-spine, reach my hands upwards as high as I can while I stay rounded, and then come back down. Now at the top range of that rep, I'm going to repeat, I'm going to round, reach as high as I can. Okay, I'm not really concerned about any other positioning in your body other than you getting that thoracic rotation so you can pull your shoulder blades around your back and reach as high as you can overhead. You should feel a stretch right here in that serratus at the top of each rep. Now, you only need to do about 5 to 6 reps on each set here because you've probably never trained this muscle intentionally before. So add about 2 sets of these in on your upper body days. Now, I always say this, subscribe to my channel, share these videos with your friends, because I personally don't know anybody else talking about how to implement these exercises into your current weight training routine. Whether you're an athlete or a soccer mom, there's not really a lot of people out there telling you how to apply the knowledge that they share. Knowledge is not power. Knowledge in action is power. And if it's not actionable information that I'm sharing with you, I'm not providing you any value. So do me a favor, subscribe to this channel. I'm going to continue to bring these videos to you, and share this video with somebody you know who's struggling to get overhead because they're constantly compromising spinal integrity in order to lift weights every time they do something overhead, and that's eventually going to lead to a blowout. That's eventually going to lead to injuries and chronic pain. You don't want that for them. I don't want that for them. So share this video. Thank you.